What is up, my lovelies? How are you all doing today? Today? Well, I'm doing quite lovely, thank you. Even though you didn't ask. I doing this on voice recorded this time just to see the difference between this and my microphone. And here we are. This lovely thunderstorm earlier today. I wish I would have got that noise in the background, but I did not. So yeah, it is going to be short story and poetry time as well. You know the deal. But before we get into that, let's get into some interesting things that have caught my ear, particularly one that has to do with rich white dudes going into space. That's fantastic. So, I've never been to, outside of the Earth particularly, many depths within the Earth and around, etc., delving deep into the geographical areas of the planet in which I live. I have not ventured out in this lifetime to any planet other than Earth, to my recollection. Who knows? I could have been abducted by aliens or some shit when I was in the military. I mean, they experiment on you and stuff, but I digress. Here we are. Conspiracy theories about it, etc., etc. I don't know, don't care other people's opinion on that. I will give you my own wholesome little take on what I think about rich white dudes going into space. Mostly I think, what are they, from 30 on up? That's where the shit begins. So here we go. Yeah. It's not a surprise, first off, because rich white dudes get bored. So they gotta stir up some shit, and then it becomes news, and the rest of us are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they totally just did that. Somebody just bought a rhinoceros and they just have it in their living room. That's insane. Well, to add to the other collection of rhinoceri they have in their basement, because, money. I'm rich folks. Not knocking rich people at all, because I am a billionaire. It just hasn't manifested through my whole self yet. It's getting there. We're making steps. Do what you want with your money. Your business. My take on the whole space thing. Yeah, getting back to that, I get sidetracked. I wouldn't mind going to space. I think it'd be pretty cool. Also, if you have the money to do it, you're going to fucking do it, right? You're gonna do. If you're Asian, I don't know, Croatian, if you're friggin' Middle Eastern, if you have the money, you're probably going to do something completely outrageous. That is what money is for, I think. Well, investing enough to save so you can have the time to have the options to do something completely outrageous. And that's what they do. I was cynical in my first perception of the idea. It's like rich white dudes going into space. I know what that means. I don't, but I know what that means. They're leaving Earth because they all have this plan. Okay, all right. Black people are they're taking over, man. Minorities, brown and black people, they're just taking the fuck over. Tired of them messing up the perfect fucking race. I have the money to fucking leave Earth, or I can just stay out on ship with other rich white people. Twofold, that's interesting, because if you don't like black and brown people and you consider us aliens, you're gonna go to space and meet real aliens. One. And two, we're all people. Man, Rodney King said, can't we all just get along? I mean, we can. A lot of us just choose not to because of superiority bullshit and stuff, and what you're taught and what you choose to hang on to in your life experience. If you're taught that spiders are fucking, every spider's poisonous and they'll kill you, then you're gonna veer away from spiders your whole life and possibly be afraid of them and step on them every time you see them, etc., etc. Not to mention they're just fucking creepy, but truly. Maybe a terrible example, but I hope you get what I'm trying to put out at you. If this type of thing is what you were taught, that people who don't look like you and don't think like you, don't act like you, are beneath you in some sort of way, you should probably, I don't know, get your head out of your ass, do some research. Oh, talk to people. Get to learn about other cultures, other nationalities. Learn about something different than yourself. Hence the process of learning. When you learn, you tend to grow. Open your mind and your spirit to things that can be exciting, can be quite interesting. Everything in this world is not put here to hurt you. It's not put here to scare you. Fear mongering is just that. Fear mongering, bruh. Use your brain. Grow a ball sack. I don't know. Something. But fear, we have nothing to fear but fear itself. You know? Just putting that out there. So the whole, like, white rich guys going to space to get away from everybody. Hey, they do what they do, however they gonna do it, and they're gonna do it whether we like it or not. I'm not a rich, white, middle-aged dude. I don't know what the hell's on their brain. All I know is if you have a kabillion, chabrillion dollars and like major mega bucks, then you can do anything you want to do with that money. Do what you're gonna do with that money and don't hurt anyone in the process. That's the main thing. I don't care if you have a half a penny to your name or you have 100 billion, quadrillion, quadrillion dollars with assets out the asshole. Don't be a douche nozzle. Especially if you got all that goddamn money, bruh. You got all these assets and resources and you're being a jerk off. Stop it. The primary thing, you can do with that, which is really interesting too because you have the money. Give, share, help. Help those who need. If you got that much money, you can refurbish an entire town and write it off and get that shit right back. Y'all know the tricks. Just don't act like, oh, if I spend this money, I won't get it back. Please. Bezos' Amazonian ass had to give up half his billions to his wife. And he still has a great, great, great deal of money. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is not the root of all evil. I know people say that, and it's not. It's what you do. It's your attitude that can make that, whatever it is that you have, evil. Because your intent is evil. Intend to do good things will come right back to you, pumpkin. Do the good things. Don't just intend to do them. You have the resources. Make that shit happen. Don't be an ass. Don't do it. My take on it, and yes, as I said before, if I had crazy, stupid, billion amount of dollars and monies and shit, which I'm gonna have soon, you watch. I'm building a Professor X school. I'm helping children. I'm helping homeless. I'm helping rape victims. I'm helping human trafficking victims. I'm doing what I can. I'm definitely going to help veterans because, listen, we know. Veterans out there, y'all know. So, y'all, listen. Support me. We gonna make it. We making it as a team. Okay? All right. Now we're going to get to the short story and poetry part. Yay. Okay. Never mind my phone blinking in the background. Whatever. Okay, here we are. The short story. This is a short story from the author, the fantastic, beautiful, star-spangled author, Anne Walker. Myself. What? Short story that I wrote on December 13th of 2020. And here we are. Ahem. Passing me the hammer, would you, Pete? Bayan asked from the roof. Take two. Anyway. Passing me the hammer, would you, Pete? Bayan asked from the roof. He waited a moment. No response. Hey, Pete! Pass me the hammer, man! Bayan insisted. It wasn't just quiet. It was oddly quiet. Listening in the silence, Balin decided not to move. He was on the roof, holding a loose shingle and praying for the best. I've seen horror movies, Bayan thought to himself. This seems like a horror movie setup. Suddenly, the sky turned pitch black. Bayan stifled a scream and let go of the loose shingle. It didn't move. Neither did he. A circle of fire formed and hung in the air as a brilliance from the center grew. A beam of light poured forth, and a figure hovered forward toward Bayan, who looked on in awe. The sky returned to normal, and a human-like being levitated before him. Bayan smiled big. Ha! An alien! Hoo-hoo! So glad it was just an alien. Those were his last words on Earth. The alien hugged Bayan, transporting him to a distant planet that he enjoyed for several eons. And that's the end of the short story. Man, Bayan got it good, man. I'm gonna have to visit where he at on his planet over there somewhere. Okay. Ooh. Yes, I continue to write short stories, and I continue to write poetry. I had it, I forgot what. Doggone it. I really did totally have it. I'm gonna find the poem. You know I have to do this. I actually had it this time. I did. I was like, this time I don't have to look for it. Ooh, and this is from my book, from my poetry book, In All Ways, EAW. What do I want to, you guys, what do I want to give you? Ooh, I do. I want to give you that. Okay. Find it again. All right, okay. This poem on page 19 is called Live. Once you decide to live fully and abide by the eternal rules of life, golden doors of opportunity appear for you to enter without strife or fear. Without strife, without fear. Displaying paths of adventure to select, in small fragments easy to ingest. Enter your choice and manifest. Tell the tale of all the rest. I'm gonna read that again because I goofed. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Once you decide to live fully and abide by the eternal rules of life, golden doors of opportunity appear for you to enter without strife, without fear, displaying paths of adventure to select, in small fragments to ingest. Enter your choice and manifest. Tell the tale of all the rest. And that is the end of that poem, y'all. I had to share, feeling sharing on my heart today. Thank you for listening, and we will reconvene at another time. If you just so happen to be a rich white dude who has a billion, jillion, gagillion dollars, you could also donate to my cause, and we will make it. You can go to space like now, and then I'll meet you there later or something. I don't know. But seriously, my message leaving here is be a good person. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Repeat that as many times as you like. Love yourself, okay? And loving yourself, you can love others. Learn and grow every day. Do something different today that sparks your intellect. Read a different book. Try a different genre of music. Try something in a different language. Like learn something. In fact, here I go. I would teach you how to say thank you in Finnish. Kiitos. That's Kiitos with an accent mark somewhere. But not an accent mark with the two dots. Okay, yeah. Kiitos is thank you. And kiitos for listening. Kiitos paljon. Thank you very much for listening. Grazie. Grazie is Italian. Gracias is Spanish for thank you. Niabonga is a dialect of African for thank you. I believe South African. Merci is French. So we've learned a little bit. I have many other ways to say thank you in other languages as well. Join me next time, and thank you again for listening. Mwah.